Okay, everyone, let's continue the class. So hope you are enjoying it so far. So um, let's check our web page. This is our web page on a big screen. So how about how your web page will look like on a smaller screen? To do that, right click and go to inspect. As you can see, inspect here. Click on it. So here, right here, you can know, you can decide how your web page will look like on a smaller screen, like a mobile device. So for you to check, just click on this place here. As you can see here, you have desktop and mobile. Click on it. So as you can see, this is how your web page will look like on a mobile. Hope you can see it. Look at the dimension, look at it. So look how scattered it is, right? As you can see, world's biggest university is scattered, very big. So if you have to design a website for someone and it's like this, the person won't like it. Because even you, if you see a website like this on your phone, you won't be happy. So what do? You have to do something to this, because it's actually okay on the big screen, but for smaller screen, it is not okay. So go to your text editor. So what we are going to do is we are going to use media query to correct it. So at media, so max width, so we are trying to write code for those devices that are equal to or less than 700 pixels. So for the smaller screen, okay. So after writing this, put your curly braces. So let's look for where we have, this H1. We're trying to correct this world's biggest university and this H1. So let's look for where we have written H1 in our CSS here. So as you can see in this place here, we've called out H1 already. So just copy it to this place here. For the big screen it is 62 pixels. So we're trying to make the font small for the smaller screen. So just copy and paste in between here. So for the font style, I have to change it to something small. Since for the big screen is 62 pixels, we can make this 20 pixels. And now let's save. Let's reload. Let's refresh. So as you can see now, the world's biggest university is now showing. It's now perfect. It's now okay on the web page. So as you can see that the website is now, at least it is better, because for the smaller screen it was very big. The world's biggest university was very big, but right now it is better. So the next thing is that we are going to create a menu for the website. So you can see all this menu: home, about, calls, blog, contact. It is not well arranged, so we are going to create a menu for it. We are going to arrange it very well actually. So let's check where we entered code for our menu. It is nav link ULLI. Let's check for it. Nav link ULLI. This is it. Nav link ULLI. So copy it. So you paste. We want to make changes to the, let me show you again. to all these menus. So let's make changes. So we're copying the code we wrote for our menu. So just before you are putting the media query, do you understand? We are trying to make changes for the small screens. So you paste it here. So open the curly braces. So don't forget they are all in this media query, in this whole media query. So I pasted it after the end of this first one. Do you understand? So in between here now, we are going to write some codes. So we are going to say display block. We want it to display in a block format. Okay, so let's copy it again, let's paste it again. I want to do something else. Okay, so but this one we are just putting nav links, so we're not talking about the ULLI, just nav links. So in this one we'll be talking about, we'll give it position. Position should be absolute. So the background, we should give it this color code. So height, let's give it height. (100 VH). So width should be 200 pixel. So top will be 0. Right will be 0. Text align should be left. Then Z index, we'll give it 2. So save. So after saving, go to your web page and refresh. So let's refresh. So as you can see, we have this color dividing the web page into 2, and we're having our home, about, course, blog and contact on the blog format. Right, in the blog format. So the next thing we have to do is let's put some icons that when we click on it, it will close the menu, and maybe when we click on another one, it will open the menu. So we'll get it online. So you have to be connected to the internet. So let's go to our Google. Let's type font awesome. Font awesome for CDN. So click on this. So when you scroll down, you will see this link here. So just click on it, then right click, then copy. So can you see? Just scroll down, you see the link here. So copy this link, then go to your file, go to your HTML, go to your head section. So let me zoom out a little. Okay, so you put it in the head section before the close of the head. So after this, I want to put it below. So let me put it here. So before you put it, you type this. Just say just type link for short, enter. Let me come again. Just type link. That's the shortcut, enter. So we have link rel, style sheet, href, right? So you will paste your URL here after the href, after this href here. Paste it here. So let me click on this slider here, to this navigation bar, to go to this side. So let me zoom out a little. Let me break it so that we can all see. Okay, so let me zoom in. All right, so this is the link. As you can see, link rel style sheet. Go back. This is not the link we are looking for. This is not the link. So let's Ctrl Z. Let's Ctrl Z. So that's not the link we are looking for. Let's go and go back. So go here. Get started with fonts. Oh no, go here. Go to this place here. This one. Font also 4.0 from Bootstrap CDN. Click on this. So let's just copy this whole link to this place here. Can you see? Let's copy. So go back to your code. Let's delete this all over again. Let's just delete, since we've copied it together. Let me paste it now. So this is what we are looking for. Let me break it. So look at it. We have link rel, style sheet, href, http /stackpath.bootstrapcdn.com /font awesome /4.7.0 /css /font awesome.min.css. This is the link we are looking for. This is what we are supposed to copy. So save. Let me come again. This is the link we are supposed to copy. Do you understand? So that's the link. So after copying that, so now we want to add some icons. So let's search for font awesome icons. So font awesome icons. Awesome icons. So click on this. So here you can get any icon you want. So let's search for let's search for the ones that we want. So let's search for close. So as you can see, we have these times. We have many here. We have many icons for close here, but let's go with this one that's called times. You just click on it. So as you can see, this is an icon. So as you can see beneath it here, we have the link here. So we'll copy this and paste it. So we'll copy this and paste it where we want it to display. So let's go back to our file. So I want to paste it before this UL here. Do you understand? So click on enter. Let me put it like this. Okay. So paste. So now this is what we just pasted now. So you can remove this. You can remove all this. So remove that so that it can look simple. So after pasting it here, let's search for another icon. So go back, press back. So let's search for menu icon. So let's click on bars. This one we want. Okay, so this is the link. Copy it and let's go back to our file. So we'll paste it before this nav. After the close of this div. After the close of this div. So that's before the close of the nav. So let's paste it there. So let's remove all this. So save. So let's save and refresh our web page. Let's see if it's there. So this is our web page. So let's refresh. So as you can see, this icon is there, the close icon is there, right? So let's open it on the big screen. Let's see. Just click on here and close here. So as you can see, it's displaying here too, the close icon and the menu icon. Okay, well, we don't want to display on the big screen, on desktop screen or for PC users. It's mainly meant for mobile users or phone users, so we have to work on it. So for us to hide these icons for the big screen, let's go to our CSS. So here, right here, we're talking about, this one is just, this media query we are doing here is just for the small screen, right? And what we are trying to do now is for the big screen. So we have to do it outside of the media query. Do you understand? What we are doing here was just for the small screen. So let's do this outside of the media query, outside of the small screen. So let's write nav.fa. FA is the icon, right? So say display. display will be none. So we wanted this icon not to display for the big screen. So we said nav.fa display should be none, should not display. So let's save and refresh. So as you can see, it's no more there, right? So let's also check for the smaller screen if it's hidden also. So inspect. So it's not also there. So that means it's also hidden. So we have to add it back to the smaller screen. So since it's not showing here, we have to add it in the media query for the small screen. So now, this was done outside of the media query for the big screen. So for us to add for the small screen, we have to go to inside this media query. So after the end of this, click enter. Now the same thing, nav.fa. Fa is the icon. So we want to see display. Display should be what? Block. So we want to color it color. Color should be, let's put it white. So margin, let's give it a margin. Margin should be 10 pixel. The font size, let's give it 22 pixel. So let's say cursor, pointer. So save. So after saving, go to your website and reload. So as you can see, it's showing, right? You can see white color. Okay, so we are going to add some space among the menu links. This menu, I'm going to add some space. So for us to add space, we'll go back to our CSS and copy nav links. These nav links. So copy it and come to the media query. So enter here. So paste, then add UL. So this, then let's add some padding, that's space between the text. 30 pixel. So let's save and refresh. As you can see, there is now space from this place from the home to this line here. Can you see? Let me show you the difference before now. Look at where it is right now. Let me undo what I just did now. Okay, let me just save like this first, and let me refresh. Let me see how it was before. So as you can see, the home was close to this border here, right? So let's see the after effects. So Ctrl S again, save. So let me go back. Let's see what's now happening now. So as you can see, there's now padding, that space from the text from the border to the text. Now look at this. For this small screen, the menu is actually open. This is the menu, is open. It's not supposed to be open. It is when you open or click that is supposed to open. So we are supposed to, let's hide it. So for us to do that, let's go to our CSS. Let's look for nav links. Okay, look for nav links. Okay, so these are our nav links here. So as you can see, for the right here, you can see for the right here, we put 0. So let's change it to minus 200 pixel. So after that, let's save and refresh. As you can see, the menu is no longer opened, right? So as you can see from this, now, this is the menu icon. So I have to add a click function so that if we click on the menu will open. Then if we click on the close icon, the menu will close. So let's create something. Let's add something to our CSS. So for us to actually do it, we need a little JavaScript. So let's go to our HTML, not JavaScript. So we want to hide an icon. We want to click on an icon so that after we click on it, maybe it will hide or it will show something. So let's check this place here. This for okay. So this times, right? So these are close icon. So let's add JavaScript to this place. So after this place here, add on click. This is on click. Then equals, so then this in between here, write hide menu. As you can see, small letter HIDE, capital letter M, then ENU. So you have to take notice. So after that, open bracket. So after that, so for the menu icon that is below here, we'll add the same thing. So on click, right show menu. After that, open bracket and close it. So save. So we've added a little JavaScript. So let's go up. So as you can see here, we have a div, right? A div class called nav links, right? So add an id to it. So after nav links there, put id. So let's add id. So nav. So let's put capital letter L, nav links. Can you see? You have to take notice of how I'm typing it. We are given an ID. You can give it your own ID, but let's follow procedure. Okay. So this is our ID. So why we created an ID is because JavaScript, we want to call an ID name using JavaScript. So that's why we gave it an ID. Okay. So let's go to the bottom of the page. So before the close of the body, let me delete some space. Okay. So open scripts. So that's for JavaScript. We're trying to open. So click enter. So in between there, let's click on variable. So nav links, nav links, that's the name of the ID, equal to document dot get element by ID. You have to take notice of everything. Look at it. Get element, small letter G, ET, capital letter E. Just follow the process. By ID, then open bracket. Now in between this quotation, put nav links, the name of the ID, nav links. So at the end, put semicolon, save. So instead of typing this ID name, we could have easily copied it to avoid so this is the ID. I could have copied it to avoid any mistake. So as you can see, small letter N A V, capital letter N L, then INKS. So the next thing we're going to do is after this place, then enter function, so space show menu. Can you see? We have show menu and hide menu. Okay, so show menu, open bracket. So these nav links, copy it. So your curly braces after this. So enter. So paste it. So nav links dot. So that's nav links dot style dot right, because we are changing the right value. So is value to the right. So space equal to, then bring out your quotation, then put 0. At the end, put your semicolon. So copy the same thing again. So you copy this again and paste it. So the first one was show menu, then nav links.style.right, then 0. Then the second one should be hide menu. So let's change this to hide menu. Hide menu. Please be careful of the spelling and everything. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, because you will learn a lot from this channel. And when I post videos, for you not to miss out of the videos, you have to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you will not miss any time I upload videos. Always leave me a comment in any part you do not understand. So let's continue. You can also share the videos out. So for this, we have hide menu now. So just change this figure here to negative 200 pixel. So you save. So we have two functions here. One, the value is 0. The second one is minus 200. So to hide menu is showing minus 200 pixel. Show menu is showing 0. So this actually means that when we click on the menu icon, it will show the menu, and when we click on the X icon, the star icon, the X icon will hide the menu. So why we're using right is because the what we are dealing with is by the right. Do you understand? So this is a JavaScript, little JavaScript that is needed to implement that. So above here, let's just add a comment so that we can easily know what we did here, just to document our work. So let's say JavaScript for toggle menu. So let's save. Make sure you save. So let's go to our CSS. Let's go to our CSS. So we have to add transition to be 1 second. Transition to be 1 second. So after that, you save and refresh your website. So let's refresh. So we have the menu icon. Let's click on it. So as you can see, as we click on the menu icon, it displays our menu. So let's click on the X icon, the close icon. So as you can see, this was made possible with the help of JavaScript. So when we close it, it closes. When we click on this, it opens. So notice that when we close it from the right, open from the right. So that was what we did when we added right during our HTML. Can you see? So we hide from the right, show from the right. So let's see. So as you can see, so we have success. Okay, let's check our big screen. Click on this icon, close this place. So as you can see, this is how our big screen will display. Then if we go to our small screen, Click on this place here. Can you see here? So let me go back to the big screen again. So these have to display on the big screen. So let's go back to our small screen. So click on here. Alright. So when you click on this, it closes. When you click on this, it opens. Alright, so that's for that. So we're through with the header section. Okay, so let's create a page. Okay, let's go to our HTML. Let's go down. Okay. So after the end of this section, let's just put a comment. So let's call it course. Now let's bring a section. Let's give the section a class name. Let's call it course. Sorry, course, small letter course. So let's bring H1, one title. So we now have a section. We want to create a page for course, so it will display on our home page also. So let's bring a title, header 1, H1. So courses we offer. Then let's bring a paragraph. So let's just type lorem to give us a random text. Lorem. So use this to drag. As you can see. Alright, so this is all I need. I will delete this other part. So I want to delete from here down here. So just delete so that it won't be long. So save. So go back to your page and refresh. So as you can see it now, this is what we have now. Look at what we just did. This courses we offer, but you know, it cannot be like this on the web page, so we have to style it. So to style it, let's go to our CSS. Let's go to our CSS. So before that, let's copy this class name. This is class name, copy it, then go to your CSS. Let's bring a comment. So this is how to do a comment in CSS. So in between, type, let's write course. So for our course, you put dots, the name of the class. So let's give it weight. %. Okay, so with 80%, let's give it a margin auto. So text align should be center. Text align center. Padding top 100 pixel. So let's save and refresh our web page. So refresh. So as you can see, this is it here. Courses we offer, and these are random tests as paragraph. Okay, so let's go back to our web page. So as you can see before, this was not in the center, but right now it is in the center because we have styled it to be in the center, right? So let's go back to our text editor and let's call in our h1. So font size, so let's make the font size 36 pixel. Then font width, let's make it 600. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is for the P. So give it a color. Let's give it a white. So font size, let's give it 14 pixel. Then font width, $300. Then line height to be 22 pixel. So line height 22 pixel. Padding 10 pixel. So let's save and refresh. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, courses we offer is showing, but the test is not showing because I think we put it in white. So let's change it. So the P, we have to change it. The paragraph, what you can see, there's the paragraph here. Let's change it. The color. So let's give it this color. So save and refresh. So as you can see the color now, it has changed to this color. Alright, so I'm making progress. So let's add some content in it, and I'll be using div to create that. Go to your HTML, so your HTML, just type div.row, or just open your div. So enter. So let's give a div, this div a class. So just the class of the div, the name of the class should be row. So let's create another div. If you want to get this quickly, just type div dot course, enter. So this is a short form of, so if you type div, it will give you div, then the class, the name of the class, course. So just type it that way you want. So let me do it again. So if you want to do the div, so I want to change the name, so it will be div dot course, but we already have a class name course, so let's say course column, something like this, enter. So this is it. So enter this place. So let's add the course title. H3. So let's write intermediate. So let's add the paragraph with our p tag. Let's just use lorem to give us a random text. So just type lorem and enter to generate a random text for you. So I want us to be able to see it from everywhere. So I'm trying to break it down. And if you want to break a text, you use BR. But I'm just trying to let it show on this window. Alright, so that's our p tag, that's our paragraph, right? So what we're going to do next is that, hope you can see what I've done so far. So this is div class column, so copy it. So copy this, then duplicate. So after this first one, put it like this, then paste. So paste it 3 times. After that one, let's go again. So how many times do we have it now? Let me see. We have 1 cost column, 2, 3. Alright, so we have it 3. So after duplicating, let's change. So we have H3, this first one as intermediate. So the second one, let's change it. Let's change it to something else. So let's change it to degree. Okay. So the next one, post graduation. Okay, so the first one is intermediate. Okay, first one is intermediate. Second one should be, this is the second one. This should be degree. Sorry, this second one should be degree. Then the third one should be post graduation. This should be post graduation. Post graduation. Okay, save. So let's refresh the website and see what we have. So as you can see, what we've done so far. So I'm talking about the courses we offer for intermediate, degree, post-graduation. Do you understand? But we have to work on this. So we have to work on this test here because it's not looking very fine. So let's copy the row. Let's copy the class name. Don't forget we have a class name which is row, and then we have a div inside this div. Do you understand? But the old div, the class is row. So copy the class, copy. So go to your CSS. So you know how to call a class dot, then paste, then this. So let's add margin. So margin top 5%. Display. We say display should be flex. We are saying display should be flex so that all the div in this column will be on the same column. So we are saying display flex so that all the div in this row will be in the same column. Do you understand? So let's say justify content, space between. So save and refresh. So save and refresh. Let's go to our web page. Then let's refresh. So as you can see, it is looking better, right? So we have 3 different columns, and they're all like this. So as you can see. So let's go back to our text editor. Go back to HTML. So let's copy this div class, cost colon. So let's copy. So go to your CSS. So dots, then paste. So let's say flex basis. Flex basis 31%. Background. So okay, so let's give this color code. The flex base is talking about how many percentage you want it to cover, right? Out of 100%, so each of the column will occupy 31%. Out of everything is 100%, so 31. So border radius, $10. Margin bottom, %. Padding, 20 pixel, 12 pixel. Then box sizing, border box, so let's save and refresh. So let's save and refresh. Okay, let me save. Okay, let me retry it first. So if you save, I think it's working. So I'm sure you can see the border box around this is with color. Hope you can see it. There's a border box of this color. So there's a border around it. So I believe you can see the border box around it with a little color. So let's just change it. Let's change a little. Let's change something. Let me give you another color. Let's see. Okay, let's save and refresh and see. As you can see, so there's a color there already. So just Ctrl Z. Okay, this is the initial color. Let's leave it this way. Let me refresh and see. I'm just trying to show you that there's a color there. Okay, so let's continue. So let's enter CSS for all these titles. So let's say H3, text align, center, then font width, 600, margin, 10 pixel 0. So let's save and refresh. So it's looking better like this. So let's add hover effects. So go back to your CSS. So let's copy this course called so put hover, so let's say box shadow. So we want to know, so 0 0 20 pixel 0 pixel RGBA. So we're saying that it is black with 20% transparency, opacity. Okay. So let's add transition to this course column. Transition 0.5 seconds. So let's save and refresh. So let's hover over the column. Hope you can see there's a shadow, there's a shadow, there's a shadow. You can see. Okay. So far it's looking good on a big screen device. So let's see how it's going to look like on a smaller screen device. Let's see. Okay, so far it's not looking good on the smaller screen, but as you can see from here, the course we offer, it's not even looking well. As you can see, the degree is not actually looking well. Let's just see. So to make changes to this, we have to add the CSS. We have to add media query in CSS. So let's go to our CSS. Okay, so let's write at media query. At media. So maximum width, max width 700 pixel. So let's copy our row. So let's copy, so paste, then open your curly braces. So let's say flex direction column. So let's save and refresh. So as you can see, it's now in column format, right? So let's see again. So courses we offer, are you saying now? So if you open this website on a mobile, this is how it's going to display. You know, initially it was occupying 3 columns, but right now everything is now well fitted on the web page for mobile users. So by creating a website, you must make sure the website fits for big screen and small screen. So we've completed the course section on this website. So let's add another section. So let's go back to our editor. Go to your HTML. So after the end, you know this is the section, course section. So let's create on that section. So after the end of this section, we'll create on that one. So let me create space. So this is the end of the section. So let's create on that section. So or you can just type section. Do you understand? So let's give it a class. Let's call it campus. So let's add a comment above. Let's just say campus, so that it can be easy for you to know what you are doing, because comment are just used for documentation. So when you are scrolling along the code, you can say, okay, what I did here is about campus, what I did here is about maybe course. So that's why we always put comments. So let's bring H1. Let's say our global campus. Our global campus. Okay, let's bring a paragraph, a p tag. So let me copy from, we have one shot. Let's copy from this one we have in our course section. So just paste it and save. So let's refresh. Let's refresh and see. So as you can see, this is what we have here. It's not looking well. So let's go back to our HTML. Let's copy this class name and go to our CSS. So let's add a comment first. So let's write campus. So let's call the class name dot. So campus dot campus. So let's give it width 80%. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe. If you've not liked this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Any area you do not understand, please, you can always leave a comment. I'll respond to your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. Margin auto, text align, center, padding top, so 50 pixel. So let's save and refresh. So it's not looking well. So there's a mistake. It's not supposed to be like this. I made a mistake. So here is 80%, not 80 pixel. 80%, which is 80%. Okay. So margin is auto, text align center, padding top. So let's save and refresh again. Good. So as you can see, our global canvas is center and everything is looking better. Like we said, text align center, margin auto with 80%. So let's create a div. Let's go to our HTML. So after this p tag, so let's create a div, and we'll call the class name row. Just type div dot row. So enter. So inside this div, we're adding another div, and we'll call the class campus call. So just type div dot campus call, enter. So let's add image here. So just type img, enter. So let's add an image here. So the file path is images, because that's where our folder is. That's the name of our folder. So images slash, what's the picture? I want this picture to show London dot png, as you can see it here. So just delete this alt, turn it. So let's save and refresh the website. So as you can see, this is the image we just added. And you know it is from our images. Let's check our images. Where is London? Okay, so you can see this is the image we just added now, right? And it's displaying on our web page now. So I think our website is coming to life. So let's go back to our text editor. Just copy this campus call, because we want to make changes to it. So So flex basis, %. Then border radius. Let's add border radius. Border radius 10 pixel. So we are going to add like 3 images on that place there. We have added one. So border radius 10 pixel. So margin bottom 30 pixel. Position relative, so overflow hidden, so overflow hidden. So let's save and refresh. So as you can see, we've made it smaller and so they can fit for other ones too. When we are through with all the addition, you understand better. So it's looking better like this now. So let's add CSS for the image. So copy this campus code, copy, so paste. So let's add img because of the image. We want to make effect to the image. So let's say width 100%. So save and let's refresh. So as you can see, when you scroll, you can just see it here. So it is looking better like this. The image size is perfect. So let's create another div on our HTML. So go to your HTML. So after this, click on div, press type div dot layer. So the class name is layer. So we just created a div and we'll give the class layer. So let's give it a title. So let's say H3. So let's type London in capital letters. London. So copy the class name layer and copy to the CSS. So let's add a background. RGBA. So the opacity is 0.7. So let's add the height. The height should be 100%. The width 100%. So it will cover the complete, so it will take good positioning on the web page. So let's give it position absolute. Position absolute. Top 0. Left 0. Top 0, left 0. So let's save and refresh. So I want to give it a background. So as you can see, it has this color as a background now. And the title London, as you can see. So let's add, this color is just visible like this, but we want to make it have an hover effect so that when we click on it, when we hover our mouse over it, it will show the color. So we want to hide it. So let's go back to our editor. So let's copy this class layer, copy. So just add hover, colon, then hover. So let's copy this background. This is the background color. So copy and paste it here. So the background in this place here, let's change it to transparent. Since we don't want this to display as an image again, we want to be transparent. Then, but we want the hover effect to display this color. So let's add the transition time, 0.5 seconds. So let's save and refresh. So you can see it is when you move cursor to the image that it will display that color. Then when you remove your cursor, it will, the color will leave. So, and this can signify importance. So for example, you want the user to take more, you want the user to have more time on this particular area. So for example, if the person was scrolling around here and he notices that the color changed, he will likely more stay here and notice what's happening here. So it's just like a call to action. So as you can see, our website is looking good. So that's for that. So let's go back to our HTML. Okay, so let's copy from here this div class. So let's copy from from here, div class column, campus column, to this second div here, to the close of the second div. Okay, so copy. Then paste 2 times. So do once, then paste. Okay, so at the end here we have 3 divs here. So the first one we have London. This is London, so we're going to edit it. The second one, so let's put New York. And the next one, let's write Washington. Washington. So, and we have to change the image also. So since the first one is London.png, so this is New York, so obviously this will change. So let's change this to New York. Can you see? Let me show you the image here. Here is New York. Okay, so this is New York. So, and the file type is PNG, as you can see here. So that's why New York.png. So for Washington, you should know already that it is Washington.png. So that's that. So let us save and refresh and see on our web page. So as you can see, we have London, New York, and Washington. And when you hover your mouse around the image, it's going to display color. Like a call to action. So the next thing is for us to change the position of the title. Look at this London here. I want to change where it to be, and we'll animate it. So go to your CSS and copy this again layer. So write H3 because of the title. So width 100%. So font width, let's make 500. Color. So color white, font size 26 pixel. So the bottom 0, left 50 pixel, left 50%. So transform trans so this actually signifies that it will be at the bottom from the x-axis. You understand? To be centered from the bottom from the x-axis. So translate x minus 50% means that it will be at the center and bottom from the x-axis. Do you understand? So let's say position absolute. Okay, so let's save and refresh first. So it is down, right? So it is center from below, from the x-axis, right? It is center. So we want to hide the text so that it's when we hover over it that it will be visible. So let's go to our CSS. So what we want to do is that when we click on it, it's supposed to display. We want to hide this London, New York, and Washington, so that when we hover over it, it will just come up. So let's go to our CSS. Then copy this, so just write after layer, put colon, then hover. So bottom 49%, opacity is 1, then transition should be 0.5 seconds, so add it in this place here. Transition (0.5). So let us save and refresh. Okay, save and refresh. So as you can see, this is transition, like an animation. So when you hover over this place, it's coming from bottom to the middle. Do you understand? What about this? The same thing here. So this will actually make the user likely stay more on your website. Do you understand? So I believe it's looking fine. So let's check everything on our web page from the beginning. So as a user, when you see this, you'll be so happy, right? So the bottom corner, look at this bottom corner here. Look at the bottom corner. It is not round. It is round. I want to make it block. So let's go to our CSS. We want to make, okay, let's go to our CSS. Here we have campus called img. So let's go campus called img. So this is, so let's add display block. So save. So save and refresh. So look at how it is right now, but let's refresh. So as you can see, the corner is now round, right? And it's looking very good. So let me open this in a small page, in a small screen, and see if it's responsive. So let's see. So as you can see, it is responsive. It is showing well. Do you understand? So after creating this section, we'll create another section.